You're watching Fox 10 Arizona Morning with Ron Hoon, Rick D'Amico, Andrea Robinson, Kristen Anderson, and Corey McCloskey in HD.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Diane Ryan here at Talking Stick Casino right off the 101 in Indian Bend. We are not here to gamble, folks. We are here to actually learn something new. Proposition 203 will soon become a law, and a lot of people want to do business because of that law, and they're going to learn how to do that this weekend. We'll have that story for you coming up.
Welcome back. We're going to talk about the Health Wire, which is really right up your alley.
Yeah,
I mean, if you were doing this, you'd probably be a health reporter.
You'd probably
be interviewing me for every abnormality
or
and
if I needed a doctor to talk on behalf of something, I could consult your medical team.
Sure. In the Health Wire last November, voters went to the polls and passed a proposition to allow medical marijuana in Arizona. Very controversial, but it passed. Later this year, pot will be legally sold for medical use.
Yep, you got that right. And there are a lot of rules, though, when it comes to dispensaries and hydro shops where they can be built, how many permits will be granted, a lot of questions.
So Diane Ryan is live in Scottsdale now to tell us about a medical marijuana seminar, which is to educate people who want to get into the business of medical marijuana. Diane?
Hey, that's right. We are here at the Talking Stick Casino, but they're actually here for a class. This is going to be a class that folks who are wanting to get into the business of selling marijuana, growing it, that type of thing. There are a lot of rules and regulations to do that. And with me right now is Gus Escamilla. He is he's with Greenway University out of Colorado, and you guys have a lot of experience in this because you've already done this in Colorado.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. We're the first state-approved and regulated medical marijuana education provider in the entire U.S.
Now, tell me what it's going to be about here, because there's so many things people don't know much about, dispensaries, growing, that type of thing. You'll be teaching that?
Yeah, actually, our team's opened more dispensaries in the U.S. than anybody in the world, and what we do is we teach how to open a dispensary, proper business management, because there's a lot involved. And we run through the entire compliance. We have attorneys, CPAs, consultants, growers that come in, and we actually consult and talk about the entire industry as a whole from a real-world market-tested perspective.
So you just can't open up and just sell marijuana. What are some of the hoops you have to go through?
Well, there's a tremendous amount of regulation, and I think the state of Arizona has to be applauded. They're doing things right. They're staying ahead of the industry, and we're just wanting to be here to have a positive impact on the industry as a whole and give people the right advice to actually not only engage in this industry, but do things right and add back to the communities that they live in.
And we were talking about not just having the dispensaries, but also growing it and making it. And you were saying you don't just have to smoke it. There's other ways that people can sell marijuana.
Yeah, one of the biggest misconceptions is that people think about traditional marijuana cigarettes, and there's actually edibles, tinctures, concentrates, cookies, creams, bombs, and that industry is rapidly growing in Colorado, and you'll start to see that more and more here in Arizona. And there's a tremendous, it's a very wide, diverse industry.
So you're going to teach people how to open one.
Correct. We're going to cover how to open. We're going to cover proper facility setup. We'll cover rules and regulations, compliance, and then bring in the right team of professionals to give people the right advice.
Now, you said you did this in Colorado. What were some of the things that you did right or wrong there that you would be doing here to correct?
Well, actually, we were pretty fortunate in Colorado. We got our start in California, and so when we went to Colorado, there were already rules established and parameters to play by. So we went through the Colorado Department of Higher Education. We opened a 25,000 square foot state-of-the-art campus facility. And so we were able to stay ahead of the curve and really teach on how to do things right for the industry.
And I think it's interesting you said the age group of people who are interested in doing this.
Oh, yeah. You know, one of the biggest misconceptions is people think that the demographic is a 21 to 28-year-olds. It's the 35 to 65-year-olds, the displaced professionals. We have attorneys, CPAs, contractors, realtors. I mean, it's an entire broad spectrum.
Give us an idea of how much it costs to come to this class that you have, and also the times and dates.
Well, we're having an event this Saturday and Sunday at the Talking Stick Resort, and we might sell out. It's $295, which covers the entire weekend. We've written an entire course, 200-page textbook for this Colorado, specifically Arizona marketplace, and it covers everything to actually enter the industry. But you know, dispensary owners, cultivators, and it's a great networking event, and that's what people really need to get a sense of, because you'll see that there's other professionals like ourselves, and the networking components that are at our events are just tremendous.
And once they get this education, they can still call you for advice?
Oh, absolutely. We're very keen on developing a really strong name in alumni. We take this business very seriously, and we've been very fortunate.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, and good luck with your seminar that you're going to be having this weekend. And guys, what's I think pretty interesting about this is that Gus was saying that because of the real strong regulations that they put here in Arizona, it'll be a lot easier for them to help these guys open these dispensaries and get started in this business. It's going to be a big business for a lot of folks, and it's going to start in April, like it or not.
Okay.
When it goes into law.